Hello, we are a young group of media and text professionals, and today we'll be pitching to you our latest and greatest television advertisement for Bear Torch. Our product, Bear Torch, is endorsed by the renowned adventurer Bear Grylls, as it is a powerful safety torch that is perfect for any camping family. Thus, our brand concept is that Bear Torch is an essential safety tool for any camping trip. So, to give a brief overview of how the advertisement plays, it begins with the scene of a family gathered around an unlit campfire. The chubby, kinda goofy looking dad is furiously rubbing his hands back and forth with sticks as to create friction to start a fire. However, he is a fumbling mess and is not having any success. Despite his failing attempts, in a quivering voice, he tries to reassure his family by saying, "Oh, don't worry guys, it's easy. I've seen Man vs. Wild. I've got this." The sun is quickly setting, and before they know it, the darkness of night surrounds them. The dad is really panicking now, and he knows he needs to find more tinder and kindling if he's ever going to get the fire going. His heart rate continues to spike when he thinks he can hear a grisling bear sound coming from behind him. He is hyperventilating. He peers behind him to see a set of beaming eyes. The dad lets out a high-pitched scream. Ah! This is when Bear Grylls himself calmly walks into the scene with the camera crew, and he is shining the bear torch light on the dad, not looking impressed. And here we have the suburban dad, curled up in the fetal position, with little to no man left in him. Wild wins this time. The then Bear Grylls hands the torch over to the son, who is chuckling at his foolish dad. Then the final scene is the family once again gathered around, but now with the bear torch turned on in the middle. The slogan comes in to say, "Just shy of grills, then pick up Bear Torch at your nearest retailer today." So, that is the general overview of our advertisement itself, and now we will delve into the key concepts of the ad. This include the connotations associated with branding and how specific signs and signifiers are embedded, who is the target audience and how intertextuality is used, and finally, how the family genre and context applies to this product.
In our advertisement, there are various deliberate connotations attached to the signifiers within the advertisement itself. As stated in Jason Sternberg's Week 3 lecture, the implied meaning behind various signs can produce different reactions in people. Hence why we chose specific and relevant signs to our advertisement to support our brand concept. To begin with, the brand name Bear Torch was chosen because it adds connotative meaning to the product and fits in with the narrative of the ad. The literal interpretation of the word bear denotes an animal, and in particular, when the dad thinks he can hear a grizzly bear, this type of bear has strong connotations of being very powerful and fearless. Therefore, this implies that when a customer purchases a bear torch, they too can feel powerful and fearless within the wilderness. In this context of the ad, the word bear also refers to the well-known British adventurer Bear Grylls. He is an iconic symbol of survival, and he is someone with a wealth of outdoor adventure knowledge. Thus, the celebrity endorsement and name of Bear Grylls gives added meaning to the word bear and positions our product to be a safety tool that even the best would use. There is also irony in our slogan. This is because a father figure is often an index of safety, a sense of security and capability. The connotations associated with this figure all lean towards a dependable protector. However, as we described earlier, in failing at lighting the fire, the dad falls short at providing the care expected. This irony fits in well with our slogan, "Just shy of grills," and the element of humour creates a family joke, appealing to the customer. The branding of the torch also holds connotations to assist in selling our product. Whilst the icon is of course simply a device to generate light, the index is a tool that provides guidance or safety. This is significant to our advertisement because the audience will make a connection between the product and a feeling of security.
I'll be discussing in detail the audience in which the advertisement is aimed at, as well as the intertextuality used. The target audience in which the advertisement is aimed at is families, but more so the clumsy father figure in the family. Family audiences can easily relate and understand the humorous aspects of the ad. This is because of the play on the classic dad making a fool of himself, the Bear Grylls appearance, as well as the references to him. It also follows cliché gender roles within families as a result of societal expectations, allowing audiences to affiliate with the ad. Included in our target demographic is men, and we are able to understand this as it draws on an established set of shared meanings in society, which classifies men as being a real man, usually associated with traits such as masculinity, being tough, courageous, and being the protector of the family. The ad plays on this stereotype of men through the fact that if they purchase this torch, they then be able to regain their masculinity and protect the family. Without the torch, they are vulnerable and defenseless. To a certain extent, the ad almost instructs the male audience on how to frame and interpret their dominance and masculinity. As media professionals, we know that intertextuality is extremely effective in advertising, as it encourages viewers to ponder and make connections with established knowledge and arouse their feelings of familiarity, making the ad more memorable. Intertextuality is where the audience relies on previous knowledge to translate the text as intended, as Jason Steinberg explains in Lecture 4. In this advertisement, having acquired previous knowledge of the iconic celebrity adventurer Bear Grylls is known for his sometimes bizarre survival tactics. This allows the viewers to respond in the intended way, as there is a link between the elements of the ad and the intended meaning. Bear Grylls is alluded to in many elements of the advertisement. These include the name of the torch, the slogan, the ego of the dad, as well as Grylls actually stepping into the scene himself. Through understanding this reference, it allows viewers to understand the humour and the whole genre of the ad.
Thwaites, Davis and Mules, in their 1994 publishing, defined that genre is a grouping of text with similar structure or content. We've chosen a more contemporary genre for our advertisement, the horror comedy genre, a genre that's based in comedy, but with elements of typical horror text. By drawing structural parallels between our ad and other texts like the Scary Movie franchise, we invite the audience to expect a comedic outcome in the ad. These structural parallels include the dramatic build-up of a situation with a perceived danger and threat to the protagonist of the text, a surprising climactic jump scare, and a comedic resolution. Within this context, the suspenseful music and the dark backdrop creates an ironic sense of foreboding, and the choice of the child being the hero of this text creates a comedic contrast, which also showcases our safety torch's ease of use. For our ad, we've chosen Bear Grylls as our celebrity endorsement because of 3 factors. Firstly, his name fits well into the narrative, as the father in this ad believes there to be a bear in the woods behind him. Bear Grylls walking out then creates a visual pun, with the dad expecting the animal, a bear, and having it turn out to be the person named Bear instead. Secondly, Grylls' international brand recognition as an adventurer is in line with our brand concept, that of a safety torch that facilitates family fun. Hence, the connection between his personal branding with our Bear Torch brand assists a great deal in creating an easy understanding of the context, that being of a typical family camping adventure. Lastly, he shares a name with our product, cementing the connection between our celebrity endorser and our product. To conclude, we've chosen to market our safety torch, the Bear Torch, by appealing to the audience's sense of humor. The sharp contrast between the confidence of the father and his subsequent need for rescuing by his child and Bear Grylls creates a connection with our target audience, as most families have their fair share of embarrassing moments. Survivalist Bear Grylls' sudden appearance and his action of handing this family the torch that shares his name creates a visual pun. The slogan of our ad is also a pun on Grylls' name, just shy of Grylls. By doing this, we draw on the audience's intertextual knowledge and create the connotation that by using our product, the Bear Torch, our target audience and demographic, families with limited camping experience, could easily compensate for their gap in skills and reach a Bear Grylls level of survival savviness.